Screen time is the amount of time that a person spends interacting with digital screens. Activities such as browsing the internet, texting, gaming, watching videos, or swiping through a phone or tablet. Screen time has become an activity that many people participate in for several hours a day. Children around the world are being sat in front of screens for a variety of reasons, whether for educational purposes or to give mom and dad a break. Screen time has become a hot topic of discussion. There are studies indicating that screen time has its place, while other studies suggest that children would be better off never looking at a screen. For the most part, screen time should be monitored and there should be a healthy balance to maintain overall well-being. We are all often introduced to the negative impacts of screen time and how it is detrimental to our health. But contrary to many beliefs, screen time can provide some benefits to our children that we might not even notice. Many children receive educational content from their screens that they might not be receiving if they were not on a screen. There are many education apps, websites, and interactive programs that are designed specifically for children that help them learn math, writing, and reading. Apps and websites can provide education in a fun, interactive, and engaging way. Children can improve their language skills if they are learning from educational videos and apps. Many apps can aid in vocabulary development, language comprehension, and pronunciation. They expose children to a variety of words, concepts, and languages that they might not hear in their homes. Screen time can be especially beneficial for children who are trying to learn a second language that is not actively spoken in their home. Children can learn many different words in a variety of languages. There are many child-geared TV shows, interactive games, and apps that encourage children to critically think, have unique logic, and build their problem-solving skills. Children are often presented with age-appropriate challenges and are asked to solve or respond to the problem. Children can learn how to respond to feelings and emotions or social interactions. Some age-appropriate challenges might include sharing, cutting in line, making friends, or manners. Critical thinking is an important life skill that should be taught at a young age. Older generations have a difficult time with technology because they were not exposed to it while they were growing up. They are now expected to catch up, and so they are often lost. As our children are growing, we want to expose them to certain technology so that they can become more tech-savvy and they won't be lost. Exposure to technology from an early age can help children be more prepared for the digital world, and they will be able to navigate everything easier as they get older. Children can explore their imaginations. Many apps and programs allow children to foster their creativity. Some apps allow children to draw, paint, make music, build buildings, and play with a digital environment. There are even child-friendly apps that allow them to make movies. Screens really do have a place in our world, and there are many positives that can come along with them. However, there are also many drawbacks to screens, many of which we have probably all heard of by now. Screens can contribute to negative physical health issues. Prolonged screen time can contribute to health issues such as eye strain, headaches, and even disrupted sleep. Screens before bed can interfere with the body's natural sleep-wake cycle. And we all know what happens when a child doesn't get a good night's sleep. When children are on screens, they are not being physically active. If a child is watching screens all day, then they are not exercising. Excessive screen time has contributed to childhood obesity and other health issues. When children are looking at their screens, they are not having any type of face-to-face social interactions with their peers, family members, and friends. Social development has been hindered as screen usage has increased. One drawback that has seen a lot of attention recently is mental health concerns. Excessive screen time has proved to lead to mental health issues including anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. This is especially true for social media, which is why parents are encouraged to ban social media for their children for as long as possible. There's a lot of inappropriate content out there, especially on sites such as YouTube. Children who have access to these programs might not be watching age-appropriate material. If parents aren't actively involved in their screen time, then they might be watching things that aren't good. In order to limit screen time, parents should set a limit on their screens. Children should know that they have a certain amount on their screens every day so that there isn't a fight when a parent asks them to get off. It is important to be consistent. being consistent with children will reduce the amount of tantrums and fights. Use parental controls. Take advantage of parental control features that are available on devices and apps to set clear time limits and monitor screen usage. It might be beneficial to provide alternative activities. Encourage your child to go outside and play. Build something with Legos, read a book, play with a sibling, or create an obstacle course. Modeling behavior is probably the best thing you can do for your child. If your children are participating in a screen freeze, it might be confusing if you are staring at your phone. Consider putting down your phone and participating in a different activity. Screens can be positive. There is a place for them, and it is important that children learn how to interact with them. However, there is a healthy balance that must be met. Parents need to make sure that they are putting time limits on screens and supervising the type of material that they are interacting with to ensure that it is appropriate. It is advised that screens shouldn't be used as a way to babysit children, but rather as a tool that can help build their creativity, critical thinking, and language skills.